Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day out there, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. What do we have? You have the Dow down 24, NASDAQ up 17, S&P's up 6.5. Gold contract flat at $1,305 an ounce. Silver, $20.98 an ounce. Platinum down $2 at $1,483 an ounce. Copper's flat at $3.20 a pound. Light sweet crude, 104.42. Bonds, get them going sideways. The 10 years flat at 125.12. 30 years off 3 ticks at 138.15. 30 years already over her May 29th swing point with volume. That baby's going to make the run to that 142 area. King dollar up 50 ticks, trading at 80.91. You get the euro down 7 at 134.57. We have the yen trading out there at 101.54. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. On what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Okay, so out here today, you talk about a tight spread. We have a very tight spread. The low and the cash is 1982. The high has been 1989. We're at 1987.50 right now. Now, your last highs out here go like this, folks. We had the high that was established on the 3rd of July. That was 1895.59. You tested that with the 1883, which was on the 16th. Yesterday, we got to 1986.24. So your benchmark is the first high that was established up there on July 3rd as well as yesterday. Now, we're above both of those. The bottom line, no matter where the volume is, if you do close above them, guess what? You can go higher. Very unusual that you have a market that the price spread is so small at highs. You either you break out or you break down. If we take a look at the SPY is screaming that it wants lower price. So the SPY right now got to a high out here today of 198.85. We're at 198.63. Your first high that was generated on the 3rd of July was 198.29. Your second one was yesterday, which was the 198.50, I think. 198.56. Yesterday, you did 67 million. Today, we've done 43. She'll probably do about 50, 55 million. Bottom line is that where she closed is going to say quite a bit. NASDAQ Composite. We take a look at the composite. What we have with the composite is this, because all the indices are going to have light volume once again. The composite is on right next to its highs. Right, the high of the day was 44.80. We're at 44.72. The high that it's trying to test is 44.85.92, which also was the 3rd. Volume-wise, going to come in light. If we look at the NDX 100, the 3 Qs, we use the 3 Qs, and it's just to look at this, you're at 22 million shares. Bottom line, you've gone down with 40 million and 44 million. I suspect what we're going to do is probably about 20, maybe 25 million. We'll see if it stays at higher price. Guess what? You can get higher. Inside that NDX 100 today, you have what is putting juice into it on the way up is Intuitive Surgical. That's up $62. That puts some weight into it. The biggest weighting structure, though, that really is putting some juice into it is Biogen. Biogen's up 10%. It's up $34 at $338. Apple is up 274. Apple is the largest weighting, but it's only up because it's only up 274, not putting a huge amount of juice into it. If we do go over to Apple, however, when we look at Apple, it's going to be interesting to see how this closes out. The reason being is that Apple got over its last high, which is 97.10. We have done 14 million shares. Now, it needs a lot more shares, but the bottom line is that if, in fact, we close up here, what I suspect you'll see is that, Apple's been trying to get up to its high. The high in Apple is 100.72, and that, of course, equates to about $703. We went for a 7-for-1 reverse stock split. Now, it's going up there in dramatically lighter volume, but the bottom line is that it looks like it wants to tap that baby. We go take a look at the last Celgene, that is up 236, trading out at 89. And if we go look at the IBB, okay, which is the iShares Biotech Index, okay, what you're going to see there is that it already did one ABC structure on the way down, did the full price projection. It basically looks to me like we got to a price point today of 260.31. That 260.31 is pushing into the first downdraft from the last trend down, which was on July 7th. Well, you get a rejection there. Guess what? The benchmark on this IBB is down to 207, you know. So this could be setting up a larger ABC structure on the way down. We go take a look at, so that was putting juice into the NDX 100. You taking it out were the specialty chip makers. You had Xilinx down 695. That's trading at 41.16. You had Linear Tech down 260. That's at 45.07. Altera is down a $1.55 at 33.46. And Advanced Micro is down, Analog Devices, rather, is down $2 at 51.69. Those babies, folks, are coming down with some real juice. If we take a look at, we do go over and take a look at Xilinx. What you have with Xilinx is that she got blown away. This is a very, okay, so I'll put this up. This is a very large ABC. Yeah, it's a huge, it's a monster ABC down. Your A point on this is 54. Your B was 44. So it's $10, which gives you a $39.50 price point. If you want to see a classic A to B equals C to D, time in the trade, ABC structure on the way down, this is it. It did it in one day, though. 39.12, it hit. And if we put this back and we do this on a monthly basis, what you're going to see now is you're going to see at equity, no doubt, gets over all its swing highs from 2006 with light volume, continues to go from $33 all the way up to $55, and it basically takes all of a few months to get down to 41. The way this is set up, and this is going to be a heads up watching how this whole thing shakes out, Xilinx is set up to get down to 29.40. That looks to me like the first stop that on this way down. So that's a big number all the way down. Gold contract. What do we have with gold? What do we have with gold out here is this. She's backing down 50 cents out here. What we had out here today is that you had a spread in gold. 1303 was the low, 1311 is the high. We only did 80,000 contracts. What that is, that's pulling back with lighter volume. If we go over and take a look at the GLD, which is a Street Tracks Trust, that trades at 10% of the price of gold, what you're going to see is that you're at 125.62. You're backing down into, you can say, well, that's the day of strength from the 19th of June. That we had 24 million there, and you only had 2.5. Or if you take the downdraft that was created out there on July 15th, we had hit a price point of 124.36 with 10 million. So I like how the GLD is backing down. Bonds, we go take a look at the bond market. We start with the 10-year. What we have with the 10-year is this. She did 554,000 contracts today. She's hanging at this high. The swing point, the swing high from the 29th of June, of May rather, is 126. We got to 125.17 today. You closed out at 125.13. I expect you're going to see that push into it and more than likely blow that baby away. The 30-year already has done that. The 30-year bond, we're at 138.16. She took out the 138.10. She took that out a few days ago, and she took that out with some conviction behind that move. 400. Yeah, she took it out. Well, 413 versus 400. Bottom line, she got up and over it. That bond market right now looks like it wants to, the 30-year looks like it wants to run out to this 142 area. Don't forget, folks, at TFNN, we start our programming now at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We go from 8 to 6. My new hours are 3 to 5 Eastern Standard Time. You get all that programming right on your cell phone, TFNN.mobi. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.